In Jessica Tarloff's absence, Fox News The Five has had Democrat Marie Harf on, and in a recent episode, she did a rather good job of shutting down the misinformation her co-hosts were trying to spin about Trump getting an unfair treatment in his trials by spelling out how he, in fact, is actually getting multiple benefits that no other defendant could expect to get.
I mean, Jesse, to your point, he is given special treatment. He is under a gag order that any other defendant, if they violated repeatedly on Twitter, online, would have already been thrown in jail. He is under court orders that any other defendant would have, and he is violating them every single day. And so, Kayleigh, I agree with you that he is getting a lot of the press attention. The open question in my mind is whether that will be positive for him. When all of the attention is about paying off a porn star, right, is about all of the criminal indictments, him lying, him acting chaotic. I don't know at the end of the day if that press attention will help him when we know independent voters particularly don't like that chaos. They don't like the lying. They don't like the moral shortcomings and failures of Donald Trump. I actually think that that press attention might hurt him and help Biden in the end.
As much as they want to believe, MAGA does not make up 51% of the country. Trump struggled to get 50% in his own party, let alone enough to win a general election without appealing to more moderate or independent voters, and he's already tossed that to the side. So good luck, buddy. Not only indirectly through his actions and being liable for fraud and sexual assault and having 88 charges, but directly in rhetoric as well. He's said that Republicans who voted for Nikki Haley won't be accepted back into MAGA. He's tossed moderates to the side, saying that they can't be Republicans. This case poses a risk in two different ways, though I do agree it's not the ideal one to start with. It could very well be the strongest guarantee of a guilty verdict, which obviously hurts him optically, though it's something that probably would be easy to justify within his own base as, oh, it's just a personal thing, and they'll run with it because it's not really being ran through the media as election interference the way it should be. But the second one that I think hurts him more is it completely burns the bridge for him with the religious evangelical vote that was probably already on the fence of if they're going to support him, from the being liable for sexual assault to, again, fraud. His character is up in question, but now it's coming out that he's had multiple affairs. He maybe had a baby out of wedlock, and he's paid all these people hush money to keep him quiet. It's going to become increasingly harder for him to expect or actually garner any bit of that vote, of which Republicans historically have heavily relied on if they wanted to win.
I think the question facing voters is whether someone who flouts every ethical, political, legal norm, that does things no other Republican, I mean, Mitt Romney would never do these things. I'm sorry that Donald Trump has to sit in court. It's because he has been accused of a bunch of crimes. That's his fault. And so what I would say is we also, Brian, know that voters care about this. In the latest polling, a large number of voters say the future of American democracy, our rights, our freedoms, that really matters to them.
It does, and it's what so many people voted against in 2020 and what they again will vote against in droves in 2024. Even more so as Republican states start to play their hand too early and make these increasingly more draconian laws, taking rights from more people as Republicans focus more on impeachment than legislation. The American people, even the right, will get tired of this. I mean, countless people in the Trump administration have walked away. Republicans are walking away and resigning. This is not a winning strategy, and it seems that the jig is finally up for MAGA. Donald Trump passed one bill during his presidency, the tax cuts, and they benefited the wealthy. They were not for the working class. He lost us jobs for the first time in 50 years. That's what he did for the working class. He was twice impeached. He had all the corruption with Russia, the collusion, all of this nonsense that was indeed shown. And he failed to live up to his campaign promises, many of them. The border, building a wall. Where's the wall at? It never came. Replacing Obamacare. Where's the Trump care? Where's the replacement? It never came. Instead, he brings a laundry list of this dangerous and hateful rhetoric, misinformation with it that is intended to further oppress minority groups, and chaos that largely represents the dysfunction that we see in Washington and, I mean, just throughout Congress, throughout America. If you enjoyed this video, we're Social Society. We're a commentary channel influenced by politics, society, and the economy. We are pretty left-leaning on this channel, but we're open to our right-wingers as well. The biggest thing here is having conversations that get everyone to the bottom of the truth. If that sounds like something that can interest you, consider smashing that subscribe button, leaving us a like, or even commenting on this video. We even have memberships available as low as $3 if you want to support, because the only way we become a society is together.